Hi Sagittarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this January 2024 Career and Money Tarot reading. This is where we are looking at your finances, your job, your career, where it is that you are feeling good or not so great about your finances, but also where you're going with your future at your current state. Where is it that your self-worth comes into question? Where is it that you want to put more focus towards prosperity? This is a great time and great way to tap into those energies as well as see how to use them best, okay? Sagittarius, we ended December with Jupiter stationing direct in Taurus as well as Chiron also stationing direct. So this is really good momentum and energy moving forward into the new year. January 1st finds us with Mercury stationing direct in Sagittarius. And by time we end January, we have Uranus stationing direct also in Taurus. So Taurus is that sign of your finances, your money. This is a really great time to really reassess your goals. Remember, we have all this Capricornian energy coming into January. So really big stuff, okay? Before we pull the cards, Sagittarius, I want to thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. It lets me know these readings are resonating with you. Drop me a comment below. I make sure and respond back to everyone. Thank you so much to those of you who leave such kind comments and letting me know that these readings are helping you in your soul's journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would. All right, Sagittarius, check the description box below. I have all of those important dates for you, okay? Let's get into it. So we start off week 1 with the Lovers card, Gemini energy there, Sag, as well as the Emperor, Aries energy in reverse. Second week of January finds you with the Ace of Wands in reverse, as well as the Fool card. Lots of major arcana cards here, Sag. Third week of the month, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the 5 of Pentacles. This is a big week. We will talk about that soon. And then the 4th week, you do have the Tower card. Right after I said that is a big week in reverse, and the Empress. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. You all have a lots and lots of major arcanas here. Let's go ahead and make sure all the cards are in frame for you. That third week of the month that I was speaking of is huge event in astrology. Pluto is moving back into Aquarius. Remember, Pluto was in Aquarius briefly from about, I think it was like June to maybe around October. We definitely had lots of new advancements, especially with AI, technology. This is all coming back that third week of the month. So really be prepared for news in the collective coming out around those energies. All right, Sag, let's see where you left December 2023 with your career, your money. Page of Swords. So for some of you, Sagittarius, I do feel like that Gemini full moon that we had back in December, some of you had gotten some information at that time. Possibly you were just kind of like, it was information that you didn't know if you needed to use. Maybe someone was talking about a job opportunity that comes up in the new year. Some of you were actually contemplating whether or not you want to move forward with a new job or a new way of making money. I do think that many of you will have some type of informational conversations that you had back in December that you are now reconsidering, trying to figure out if that's a direction you want to move. Remember, we did have Mercury retrograde in your sign and Capricorn. So maybe some of this information was very foggy, or maybe the person didn't have all the details. Once we move into January, that is going to change, okay? Let's see what Spirit wants you to look at for January. Sacrifice. And you know, this is your energy, like very sacrificial when I say that in terms of the balance. You know, what do you sacrifice for your time, your work-life balance? I do think many of you all are going to be considering where is it that you need to take more time for yourself during January 2024. And I do think that many of you all are worried that, you know, if I don't sacrifice, you know, some of my time, then I won't be able to climb the corporate ladder. Or some of you are concerned that if you're not feeling good about your daily life, that you're not going to progress the way you would like to. So really make sure that whatever you are sacrificing during the month of January, is it worth it? Really asking yourself, is my time not being away from my family really worth, you know, these extra hours at work? Those are the questions that could come up for you during January, okay? So Sag, as I'm looking over the entire month, there is something very interesting that I think I want to show you or note, is that you have so many major arcana cards. You have the Lovers, the Emperor, the Fool, the Tower, and the Empress. This signifies that big movement, big changes are occurring for you in January. I do think a lot of it is because you did have Mercury in your sign during this Mercury retrograde, and for many of you all, communication was key. And I do think for many of you all, you didn't get a lot of communication, or you didn't get all of the facts that you needed to make decisions moving on in December. I do think that once you end the month, there's going to be some type of pivotal change that occurs either at your corporation, maybe with people around you. This Three of Pentacles here in the third week is suggesting some type of shift at your company or group dynamics that doesn't fare well because of some kind of communications. And by the time you end the month, you are ready to either leave or you're contemplating starting something new on your own. So let's take it week by week. That's kind of the broad overview, Sagittarius. But I will say week one with the Emperor in reverse and the Lovers card, there is a group dynamic here, either you and a colleague, you and a boss. There is kind of like this at odds conversation going on that first week when we have Mercury stationing direct in your sign. And I do think it's going to take until maybe the end of January before you really clearly know all of the facts that's going on. But we also have Mars entering Capricorn on the 4th. I do think that Emperor card is signifying that Mars energy. Just be really prepared for maybe some kind of power play, or a boss possibly, you know, telling you no, you don't have the authority to be doing something, or someone thinking they have more authority than they do. There's some kind of conversations here that first week of January that you really want to make note of, Sagittarius, to figure out, is this, you know, the environment that I want to continue in? Remember that whole sacrifice card here is this worth, you know, me sacrificing my happiness? Is this something I still want to remain with as I stay at this company? I do think that by the time you move into week 2, we do have a new moon in Capricorn on the 11th, and Mercury enters Capricorn on the 13th. Now, this Mercury in Capricorn was also already here back in mid-December. So you could have some kind of conversations with yourself around, okay, I'm ready to start something new. I've already done this. I already saw how this played out back in December. Maybe you're now really getting this little bug to want to like do something on your own. You're kind of tired of being around those who are only thinking about the company, and they're not thinking about, okay, well, we're all wanting, you know, to make this work, but you're like, okay, I don't know if I'm really trying to make this work. I'm ready to move on. These kind of questions could come up for you once Mercury enters into Capricorn on the 13th of January. By the time you move to that third week, this is what I'm calling the big week of January, because we have Pluto entering Aquarius. The Sun enters Aquarius as well on the same day, January 20th. And then the next day, Mercury fully exits retrograde shadow. So like I was saying in the overview, I do think that this Three of Pentacles in reverse, there is a group dynamic possibly that is not working. Some may hear about job loss, or not necessarily that you're going to lose a job, but there could be conversations with your spouse or hearing news about people losing their job, or just feeling not good about it. This could be the economy, right? It could be interest rates. Whatever it is, there is some kind of conversations around where is it that people in group dynamics are not feeling good about their finances and where they're going. And I think that there is some type of announcement or event that takes place after Pluto moves into Capricorn and Mercury exits shadow, because by the time we get to the 25th, where we have that full moon in Leo, something is highlighted that you didn't even have on your radar. That fire energy of Leo, as well as you all, by the time you get to the end of the month, be prepared for a major announcement, because Uranus retrograde ends, as well as that full moon in Leo. It's going to be big. I do think that January 25th and 27th, there's something that comes for you that was not on your radar, Sagittarius, but I think it's in a good way. It's almost like this announcement comes either from your boss, your organization, that you are no longer maybe needed, or maybe you are needing to take on more responsibilities than you were even anticipating. I do think that that sacrifice card comes in at the end of the month to say, be really particular on what you're sacrificing for your career, your job, your money, making sure that you're not putting too much effort into other people who are not caring for you. Okay, Sag? All right, Sag, I hope this was really helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series, and I hope y'all have a great January.